Hey guys, and welcome back to the Ringer 57 YouTube channel. Today we're just buttoning up a few things. I have been doing a boatload of head work. If you're following me on Instagram, I wanted to leave that off the channel. I kind of swamped the channel about this time last year with a whole buttload of videos on how to do all the work I've done to this head. This is the same head I did last year. I just did some retouching on some things I've learned on porting. Got it opened up a little bit more, repolished it, got all the crud built up out of it because I was over-octaning my engine. I knew that from the beginning. I was running way too much octane. Why? Because I was spraying nitrous on an engine that I could not control. I could not control my timing or anything. With that, we received another Microsquirt in the mail, and I changed it, and it fired right up, ran great for 45 seconds. As soon as I hit 5,000 RPM, it did the same thing on the other channel. Now, the only thing I changed that would have changed which channel it cooked was I have moved my injectors around. So I have to do a hot test on my injectors, check the resistance on them, and see how they're doing. I have a feeling I have a shorting injector when it's hot. So we're going to go ahead and do that test. I'll probably cover that in this video, and then show you what we're doing with the wiring and a few other things. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy the video. Alright guys, and here's Susie in her current state. She is stripped back down. We're revamping the power side of this. I had it wrong. It was functional, and it probably wasn't hurting a dang thing, but I'm going to do it by the book just to cover my backside. So, everything's a little wonky, a little messy, but we got the whole harness out of here. It's in the house, loomed out. We'll cover that here in a minute. For now, I'm going to go ahead and take these two AN lines off, one on each side, feed and return. I'm going to take these two Allens out. We're going to pull the fuel rail and pull the injectors so we can get them draining and evaporating, so when I go to heat them, I don't have an explosion. Alright guys, and there they are. All of Susie Q's injectors in the fuel rail. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take this to Barely Legal. I'm going to take a heat gun with me. And we are going to ohm each of these. They should be 13 ohm injectors. I checked a couple while I was messing with them, and they were 13 ohms. I did not check them all. This may have been my mistake. If I'm correct, these two should be perfectly fine. 13 ohms. One of these two is going to be a whole heck of a lot less, either cold or with the heat gun applied. Let's see. Alright guys, so this is the cold test. It should be real simple, straightforward. First I'm going to check. Okay, the leads are about 0.1 impedance, so they're not perfect, but they'll work. Let's see what we get. Let's start with the ones I'm pretty sure are good. Sorry. Let's see if I can get this shot. 13.5, 13.3. 13.9, almost 14. Now into the suspects. 13.4, 13.3. So here they are. They're a little over 100 degrees probably. I'm just guesstimating by touch, but let's see what we get. 14.4, 14.5, 15.1, 15.6, 15.3. Well guys, I guess that's going to stay a mystery for another day. Tomorrow we're going to attack the wiring harness, go through, verify everything, make sure it's good, and loom it. So hopefully we find something in there. Otherwise, it was a possibility that the way I had it grounded was inappropriate. It did not match what they want. In theory, it was functional, but in execution, it may not have been. I may have had feedback. Also, my power was not the way they want, but I've talked to a lot of people who run it the same way. So anyway, we have our upgraded valve springs here. So we're going to finish touching these valves up. I'm just touching them with a fine grit compound just to see how they're seating and make sure they're still good. Clean any carbon buildup off that I wasn't able to get off with a freaking rubber wheel. And reassemble this head. I will do that off camera because you've seen it before. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and check out my other videos. I got one from about a year ago of me going through this entire head. Actually, one, about 6. Thanks for watching the Ringer 57 YouTube channel, guys. I know, it's boring. You were hoping to see the bike on the dyno by now. This is racing. This is building a project like this. You do things like this you're going to have snags. It's something untested. I've gone a lot further than most people do with the Microsquirt. Most of them just handle the fuel and no ignition. I went with ignition. Alright guys, the goodies are arriving slowly. We've now got a digital nitrous pressure gauge. For some reason it's reading 1 psi. I think it's just because I got a poor wiring job over there right now. It's twisted together, but change colors. Pink, pinker, orange, blue. I don't know what I'm going to do for a color. I can't do blue and I can't do red, so who knows what I'll use. Probably that. It looks bright here, but it's not that bright. Yeah, nice little glow shift. Just doing some quick testing on it.